Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Triangle Strategies. So, I finally made it to that part. I've just beaten the second mission for taking over the Whiteholm Castle.
Overwhelmed by the forces of House
So there's going to be a
Wolfsforge,
bit of preamble before we make the
Frost's
choice,
troops
but
are scattered and
it's always
driven from the
better to
crown
give the
city.
full context.
Glenbrook, at last, is free. Several days after this fateful battle, Queen Cordelia announces her intent to abdicate the throne and make way for another. Roland Glenbrook.
I picked the
His
one
face
where
no
you
longer
sneak
hidden
into
from
the
world,
actual
will
castle,
take his rightful
then took out
place
the
at the seat of
the
power.
Frosty ship because that's the
With
only
the
one
prince's
that,
friends having only just
that's the
finished
only
grieving his
route
death,
where Cordelia
his
doesn't
enemies having
freaking
only
eat it.
just finished toasting to it. This news shocks the foundations not only of Glenbrook, but of Norzelia itself. Prince Roland has proven his pedigree by storming the walls of Whiteholm and routing his enemies, delivering his sister to safety in the process. The prince becomes king and condemns the schemes of Gustadolf, making known Esfrost's plot to usurp the throne. However, the people's reaction to this news is not quite a chorus of approval. It is plain that the ravages of war and the shame of subjugation have left an indelible mark on the once prosperous nation. Although the battle for Glenbrook is behind them, Serenoa and the rest of the city's liberators must make ready for a struggle of an entirely different sort.
Congratulations on returning to your rightful throne, King Roland.
Ah, you've returned. My friend, a word.
Yes,
I am honored to have had you by my side on this journey. To be able to call you friend.
as am I, Roland.
Your Majesty.
I think we've seen this scene too many times. I've seen it too many times personally. We know what happens. The delegates from Hyzant say congratulations. They go off, leave Milo with you.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, that's what you should.
May we
That's
speak
what you
for a
say to your
moment?
brother.
Of course, brother. My apologies. I'm so happy you're alive. It's just... I believed you dead for so long.
I understand. But hiding from the world was the only way.
You needn't explain. I don't blame you in the least.
Thank you. About General Avlora.
Avlora... She was...
She was a servant of Esfrost. Our enemy.
I know.
And you know there was no room for mercy. Not if we wanted to win back Glenbrook. Not if
I
wanted
forget.
to rescue you from
When you
Esfrost's
actually
clutches.
beat her in that fight,
However,
is she actually
I thought you
dead?
deserved to know. She did have parting words. She asked me to protect you in her stead. It seems she cared for you. In her own way.
This is definitely my best option for taking White home. Least
She
amount of
did.
damage,
She was harsh, but...
and it has more
always
personal
kind.
interactions like this. And
Our scouts are yet
Cordelia
searching
doesn't
for
get
her.
injured.
But her wounds were grave.
Okay, so she did escape.
I fear when we find her, she will... Cordelia.
Let's
What's
make a
wrong?
note here. None of this is physical.
I'm fine. I simply need
It's
to
simply
rest.
like an immense amount of stress. just
Fine.
overcoming
I think
her.
not. I'll call a healer.
No. This whole time, I've refused to show
Yeah,
even
it's
a
just
moment
immense
of
amounts of
weakness.
stress.
It seems my efforts have taken a toll.
At least it's just that, not an arrow to the gut or a stab in the freaking
You
chest.
did well, sister. Now you may relinquish your burdens. I'm here, and I won't leave you again. But please, visit the infirmary. Some bed rest will surely set both of our minds at ease.
Thank you. I'm glad to see your trials haven't stripped you of your kindness. Welcome home, brother.
So, the Crown City has fallen. I see. And what of General Avlora?
She fell into the Norzelia River and has not been seen since.
Right, that's how she escaped.
And my siblings, Thalos and Erica?
Just think of the
They
other
died
times.
fighting bravely in battle. My condolences, Your Grace.
She jumped in when you chased her into the boat.
I understand.
So
I
she
have
jumped
fewer
into
pieces on the
she
board
jumped
than
into the
ever
river when you
now.
defeated her in the
Pieces.
gardens,
Really is true what they say about him.
and she got
Seems
and
I
she
was
just got
wrong
taken
to
out of the
think that
battle.
Hyzanth would remain idle. Or was my more grievous error to be taken in by the
Yeah, she
Princess
got taken
False
out
Death?
by the battle by the flood.
Regardless,
So yeah,
I was a fool to show House Wolford any mercy.
all 3 times she just falls
Your
into the
Grace,
river.
reports from the battlefield tell of an unknown weapon being brought to bear against our forces.
Oh? Continue.
Continue.
They say it sank one of our ships in a blast of purple.
So that just denotes what I actually did with the Alfred there. And it's just gonna say, I'll meet a weapon with my own. And oh no, I lost all my tools. Boo-hoo. Honestly, I freaking hate how this game just forces me to do multiple playthroughs. It's so lame. It's practically archaic.
After retaking Whiteholm Castle, Roland assumes the throne. Joy over the return of the line of Glenbrook sweeps the kingdom. Yet not everyone is quick to welcome Roland back with open arms.
I mean, yeah.
Life under Frosty rule treated them well, and they suspect him to be naught but a figurehead of a puppet regime.
That can be the case,
Roland's
yes.
absence, it seems, made room for
The assumption
discord
is
among
things are
his
going to go
subjects
back to the way they
flourish.
were, but not necessarily, because you don't want to repeat your nation falling again. So you'd be a little more strict with security and military. So maybe like more conscriptions and stuff like that.
So that is what happened in my absence.
Yes. Gustadolf was a clever ruler. After the invasion, Patriot and his royalists cozied up to Esfros in order to protect themselves. Gustadolf used
Now, this
them
is
to
going
his
to be
every
key.
advantage.
This is going to be
He stripped them
key
of their privileges
for
and left them
observing
nothing but their governing
what is
responsibilities.
happening in the capital. So,
I don't think Patriot much cared for that, but it did ensure everything continued smoothly, without interrupting the people's lives.
Now I understand why there was little unrest after the occupation began.
A clean, effective takeover by a well-seasoned commander.
But all the while, he was preparing to face the next conflict.
Wait, does he intend to march on Hyzanth next?
I believe so. I wish I could be more specific. But the goddess's shield cannot protect the Holy State's capital from Esfrost. Not anymore. He said it will all be
so
over once the
essentially,
death knell is
she's
rung.
repeating the information
What is
that-
this?
of the
death
cutscene I
smell?
just skipped.
A new weapon born from the coupling of his frosty
So I
iron
just
weapon
saved
and
you guys some
explosive
time.
projectiles.
It saved me some time.
Dallas claimed it is powerful enough to
But
break
I
through
feel like the
goddess's
information
shield.
is relevant enough to
To
repeat.
think Esfrost is capable of creating
Just not
such
this
a
much amount of
monstrosity.
times.
Ah, so much for their reign of peace. Taking over Glenbrook was only the first move in a bigger gambit to seize the source.
I am disturbed to learn of Gustadolf's plan. But rebuilding our capital must take priority.
It's a good plan.
Very
It
well.
succeeded
We should
most of the
investigate
way.
The extent of the damage
The
and
only issue was
discuss how
Talis
best
and
to
Erica
proceed from
screwing
there.
up.
House Wolfort will lend whatever aid you need.
Thank you, Serenoa. But since you are one of their saintly 7 now, I'd ask you to keep an eye on Hyzant as well.
Cordelia?
What do they do? Just like force you to stand?
Dizziness.
I have been looking everywhere for you, Your Highness.
Patriot.
I do not recall giving you leave of the infirmary. Your injuries are still healing. Would you undo all the trouble I went through to get you the best of care? Pray, return to the infirmary at once.
It wouldn't do to push yourself, Cordelia. Rest now. Leave everything to me.
All right.
We got a pretty good understanding of the damage in the capital, my lord. It's a tad more than we were expecting.
I see. Then we must make haste with repairs. Let's report this to Hyzant and see what aid they can give us. Was there anything of note besides damage?
There ain't an easy way of putting this, but not everyone's exactly pleased to hear Prince Roland's returned. Esfrost exempted Glenbrook's subjects from the salt tax. Likely a bid to get in everyone's good graces.
And
A
it
damn
worked.
good one at that. But more than that, the so-called freedom Gustadolf brought to the kingdom seems to have made a splash. He threw out the old ways and made it so anyone could better their lot in life depending on their ability instead of their birthright.
Just as in Esfrost.
Then the people must have looked quite favorably upon
I'm just wondering, is Glenbrook a straight up caste
I
system?
wager folks ain't too pleased to see us since they figure it means things will go back to how they used to be.
Because yeah, there are lords, there are
Roland surmised
kings,
as much.
as everyone
Must
else
do
is served for a
something to
peasant.
show the people his is a return worth celebrating.
Anna, have you looked into the state of affairs in the castle?
Yes. The head of the Royalists, Minister Patriot, is extending his influence. He made quite the name for himself, even under Gustadolf. Though he seems eager enough to support King Roland, he was just as eager to serve the Archduke. I do not believe we can trust him.
Distinguished members of House Wolfort, how hard you are all working to rebuild our capital. What a delightful thing to see.
Minister, you do us a great honor visiting us out of all the many other responsibilities that must vie for your attention.
Oh, come now, do not think yourself so insignificant. The entire kingdom owes you its thanks, myself included, of course. We are so grateful for House Wolfort's aid, even though you now serve a different master.
We are only doing what any of King Roland's loyal vassals would.
That call out.
Speaking of the king, I'm afraid we've a bit of a problem. His Majesty seems to be entertaining thoughts of retaliating against Esfrost.
As
But
he
the
should,
people
but he
have
doesn't
had
have,
their
yeah.
fill of war.
But he doesn't have the
And
resources
I'm sure
right now.
You're already aware the people look upon the royal line with disfavor. I only beg you take every care going forward.
A warning.
Even so, there is naught we can do but focus on rebuilding.
Indeed. Let us return to the king and apprise him of our progress.
I would walk the city with Sheila a bit longer and speak with the people.
As you wish. But this is not the capital you knew. Be careful, my love.
Oh? Oh. Okay. Go in the castle first.
A coronation ceremony.
Right.
Certainly there are more important matters to focus on right now.
Remember this scene.
A coronation is important to assuage the people's fears and restore their faith.
It doesn't.
Which,
It's a
it is the royalists'
pointless
most
expense.
fervent
You
wish.
can always have an official
Kingdom is
coronation
only
later,
truly as strong
but you
as
need to
people
rebuild
believe
the
it.
city.
And right now the world believes Glenbrook weak. The ceremony will be a display to the contrary.
Is this truly the remedy our situation calls for? Right now, I imagine the people care only for where their next hot meal will come from.
Rest assured, sire, House Wolford will see your subjects shan't go hungry. But trust me when I say nothing will hasten Glenbrook's return to her former glory so much as announcing the return of Regna's rightful heir. To win your subjects' hearts, you need do nothing but ascend to your position upon the throne.
You mean sit my royal backside on a fancy chair?
In
That's
manner
what a
of
king is,
speaking.
yeah.
A king's duty is first and foremost serving as his kingdom's symbol.
No, it's this
You
kingdom's
needn't
leader.
trouble yourself with day-to-day
Being the
governance.
symbol
We
is just a
will suit
consequence of that.
problem. After all, you have only just been crowned.
There will be no ceremony. The people will tell us what they need, and you will listen to them, Patriot. That is my command.
As you wish, King Roland.
How fare things, Suette? Have the relief supplies been given to those who need it?
Well, we had received a sizable shipment of goods from Hyzant, but there are complaints. It seems very few of those goods have made it into the hands of the people.
And why is that?
We aren't certain, though apparently Patriot and the Royalists involve themselves with the distribution.
Damn those Royalists! They cannot be left to their own devices.
Once they start talking about the other things happening, I'm gonna ignore them. But I think this is where they talk about it. Because if I recall, a messenger comes along.
There are more who accepted Esfrost's rule than I imagined.
Glenbrook's history is long. Yet, that is why hierarchy and precedent hold sway. This is a stubborn land, my lady, not given to easy change. Though Archduke Gustadolf, acting in the name of freedom, granted privilege after privilege to the powerful. For people used to Glenbrook's rigid customs, I suppose that sort of change must have been too seductive to resist.
Perhaps. But his freedom was not but greed and cruelty.
We didn't even get to see what it actually does, what this
Lady
freedom
Frederica,
entails.
I've been searching everywhere
Like,
for you.
is there any like
A Wolfort messenger. Did you run
like
all
normal
this way?
footmen
What's
or
happened?
servants
My
that
lady, I
rose
hail
through the
from
ranks
Castle Wolford,
rapidly
bearing tidings of
because
Lord
they're
Seymour.
competent?
Has he awakened?
Or was it just more
He
noble
has.
houses gaining
He
more
is in high
power,
spirits and
which
recovering
is
well.
essentially nothing
And he is most
in the
pleased to hear
case of
capital's
Glenbrook?
recapture. He bids you visit Castle Wolford so he can honor you himself.
Oh, I must bring these glad tidings to Serenoa at once. How long it has been since I've seen him smile.
There is one more bit of news I have for you, my lady, but it is not so happy.
Is there some sort of trouble in the Wolfort domain?
Bandits are laying waste to the Rosellan village. To our shame, Castle Wolfort does not have enough soldiers to stop this. We would beg Lord Serenoa's wisdom in this matter.
The enemy must be powerful indeed. We cannot leave the Rosellan village defenseless.
Let us inform the others. Messenger, with us.
Well, well.
Things are about to get interesting.
I don't get why Milo actually sticks with you at all. Just because you went to see Lord Simon. Because she had no real reason to stick around.
Thank you all.
Like
for
it wasn't
helping
like
to determine the
you did
extent of
anything
the
against
damage to the
Idor
capital.
or
This
anything like
information
that.
will be invaluable as we proceed with reconstruction.
Like she still had,
There is
still
also happy
held
word
under
from Castle
sway.
Wolfort. My Lord Father
I
is
don't know.
aware. They say he is recovering apace and is already up and walking.
Those are glad tidings indeed.
He says he would like to see us and hear of all that has passed while he was taken ill.
Then what are we waiting for? I'll saddle the horses.
Would that we could depart at once, but the messenger brought another piece of news.
Bandits plague the outskirts of the Rosellan village.
Jerome and his folk are there. They can handle a few mangy thieves, surely.
Not according to the messenger. The bandits are proving a formidable foe.
Which is why they have asked us for aid.
Apologies for my tardiness. It's sudden, I know, but I must ask you a favor.
What is it?
I suspect Patriot and his royalists of filching relief supplies.
We've no proof it's them, but the fact remains. The people in most need of those goods are not receiving them.
The matter warrants investigating at the very least, and I would ask for Wolfort's assistance.
I see. Well, we were just discussing what we ought to do next. Allow me to explain the 3 courses of action before us. 1. Return to Castle Wolfort as my Lord Father requests. 2. Defend the Rosellan village from bandits. Or 3. Remain in the capital to investigate the royalists.
Lord Simon has recovered. What splendid news. If I could only go to him myself and thank him for all House Wolfort has done. But I cannot leave the capital in the throes of a possible scandal. Too many hold the royal family in contempt as it is.
That may be the case, but now that Lord Simon has awoken, someone must make sure he is healthy and apprise him of recent events. I would go to Castle Wolfort, Lord Serenoa, if it pleases you.
My heart breaks for the Rosellan village. Let me go to its defense, even if I must go alone.
I cannot allow that. It's far too dangerous a task for one person.
Well, I would have the Wolfort soldiers with me, of course. Besides, do you recall our first meeting?
Of course I do. You were being assailed by rogues at the port.
If you hadn't been there, who knows what would have become of me.
Actually,
but I am
yeah.
not as weak now as I was then.
Where were the dock
I am
workers?
stronger, enough that I shall bring no
A port like
dishonor
a
to
harbor
House
like that
Wolfort's
would
name.
be
My lord,
brimming
have
with
faith in me.
trade,
Let
full
me
of
do this.
full of merchant ships, putting in goods, like importing and exporting goods as
Very well.
like throughout the day.
It seems best that Benedict, Frederica, and
As
I
such,
each
there
tend
would
to
be
these pressing matters.
assigned security
separately.
there
Indeed, but the rest
because
of us
it's way
cannot
too
be in 3
important for
places at once.
Wolfort domain.
We can only choose one path to take. Bring the scales of conviction.
Oh, I got an update. I guess. I can't help but feel restless. We reclaim the Crown City and have already begun to restore it. There should be no question as to what needs to be done here. And yet something has me unsettled. So, Gila,
Lord Serenoa.
his days are not over yet, and we must decide which issues require most. You'd have us investigate the royalists, my lord. Though many are unhappy with rogues, I doubt the royalist activities are doing him any favors. It's yet to heal from the previous battles. The ones who fought in it is ours meant to help restore it to its former glory.
Indeed.
You mean to say we should fulfill our duties to the people? I think it's a fine resolve, my lord. The people undoubtedly understand the bond that you and King Roland share. As the last remaining High House, I think it's reasonable we stay in the Crown City, and yet you're allowed to go. Okay, yeah, you can't go outside. I keep forgetting it's not in the city. This is. Must admit, I'm deeply flattered by you, Lord Serena. Lord turned saint who won back his kingdom from Frosty clutches and saw the prince back to his throne. I can only wonder how your people will welcome such a hero home. Pray allow me to accompany you, my lord. If we go to war, I suppose Mill will be coming with me. Is that literally the only reason? It's because she's really that thirsty for that Sarah Noan Wolford dick? It can't be that simple. Boy, the one of the saintly seven, and even demonstrated your prowess. So basically, that's the hint that you get her if you went to the Wolford domain. Like it's like even so, even if she does switch sides and defects to you. Like, there's nothing like breaking Idor's hold over her. So, like, yeah, so she could be called on to betray you at any second. Because, you know, it's still left unresolved. I think that is literally everybody, and I have everything here. Let's get back. Honestly, I think I have enough people. 2 votes will be enough. I don't know. Maybe, like, if she, like, admitted that she was indeed spying on behalf of Idor. And then, after that, she swears her loyalty to Wolford. Then we got a case. As it is now.
Listen, lad.
Okay. You think you should stay here and help out King Roland? Any reason why? Not want to either give us Bossman the opportunity to kick us while we're down. Must get the kingdom back into fine condition as soon as possible. Stop the kingdoms to make a full recovery. It may take too big an issue for Roland to handle alone.
You're onto something.
I hear you. We're warned about, but not the war. If it takes too long to get back on our feet, there's no telling who will come to strike us down. Which means we have to give the Crown City and Royalists our full attention here and now.
I feel this in my gut.
I think it's a fine reason to want to stay. Next is Gila.
Ah, yes?
They're slowly settling down the capital. Right now could be a perfect time to pay the Brazilian villages, isn't it? Rumors of a bandits are clearly troubling her. Perhaps you could put her mind at ease. You would like to help His Majesty investigate Royals, I see. Is the issue such a pressing one? Or is the remaining High House, it is our duty to support the king, especially in time of need. May have reclaimed, but there is still unrest within the city. I worry about what would happen if we leave Roland on his own.
Uh-huh.
I suppose the people aren't exactly welcoming him back with open arms after all that's happened. And now the Royals may even be adding oil to the fire. Indeed, it might be unwise to leave His Majesty alone. You are a good friend, Lord Serenoa.
I don't know what to
Alas,
do.
it seems the Crown City is also in dire need of our attention. Let me just check upstairs for a second, because sometimes there's random stuff and just like in the doorways and stuff. Or in the corners. But apparently I've already gotten them, so let's go. I think I've gotten everyone.
It is time to cast our votes. We have 3 options before us. Return to the Wolfort domain, depart to the Rosellan village, or stay in the capital. Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready. The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Right, yeah.
The
Basically.
way forward is decided. We remain in the capital with Roland and investigate the truth behind the Royalist plot. I shall remain in the capital and help King Roland investigate the Royalists.
I'm in your debt, my friend. Having you by my side is a tremendous boon.
Then I shall venture to the Wolford domain and make our report to Lord Simon in your stead.
And I shall see to the Rosellen village. I shan't be gone long, worry not.
Then this is farewell for now. Frederica, Benedict, until our reunion in the capital.
I kind of wish when they left the party, they keep their accessories on. Because re-equipping them, or at least remembering to re-equip them, gets kind of annoying. Because, like, yeah, that's 2 units I have to remember to re-equip their essential pieces of kit, like the Resurrection Ring.
With peace
Kind of
tentatively
essential.
restored to the Crown City, House Wolfort's members scatter to the far corners of the domain. Benedict returns to Castle Wolfort alone. Likewise, Frederica tends to her own in the Rosellen village.
I mean, at least Benedict and
Serenoa and King Roland, meanwhile,
Frederica
begin
would be traveling
investigating a
together to
cabal
Wolford
of
Domain to gather
royalists,
troops and then
bent
go.
on regaining their lost power and influence.
But it seems they just went straight for the village when I did them. There we go. Something I haven't touched yet. New territory.
Why would you take what little aid the crown has given us? Have you no heart?
Watch your words. The royal family entrusted House Consort with the minutiae of daily governance, and our priorities have changed. These provisions were deployed without any care, and are to be collected and redistributed in line with the royal family's wishes.
But we've already eaten the food. Our children were starved, sir.
I accept your confession. You shall answer for the crime of embezzling from the crown.
You're not serious.
Question: why is he here when he's supposed to be in
Don't
Wolford
apologize
Domain?
to them. They're royalist scum. And they can't take away what they didn't give in the first place. We know Hyzant sent the provisions.
The boy's right. House Wolford arranged for them. You've no right to reclaim what you never owned in the first place.
You pathetic peasants. Do you not see that they are the root of your suffering?
I see it as thanks to them that you nobles still have a kingdom in which to parade around and lord your station over us.
Neither the Royalists nor the Crown have done aught to help us. You stood idle while Esfrost invaded us, while they ruled us with an iron fist.
She speaks true, and even worse, you nobles rushed to Gustadolf's side. Yet here you stand, with the gall to accuse us of crimes against the crown. You seek to hide your own treachery.
No.
I'd sooner bend the knee to Esfrost all over again than have a traitor to the crown darken my door.
Not content with embezzlement, you would add treason to your list of crimes.
Of course, yeah.
Crimes for which you shall now pay.
I was thinking, like, would it be slander? No, it would be treason. Because he is literally talking against the crown.
No!
It'd be fine against the royalists, but not the crown. That would indeed be treason.
You fiend! There's nothing noble about you!
Got that
We've
right.
suffered enough. It's time we fought to keep what's ours.
Kill every last one of these traitorous curs.
What
Are
do
they
you
dead?
think you're doing?
They're dead.
Cease this madness at once, Patrick.
No, they just cut. Okay, they're
I
fine.
beg you, calm yourselves.
Trying to remember which ones had the
Wolford
injuries.
himself. Why have you turned your weapon on the people? Explain yourself.
They are not our people. They are filthy insurrectionists who would overthrow the royal family.
Stay with me, please! Mother! Father!
So you commit murder in their name?
Oh,
There are Esfrosti
those were the orphans at
sympathizers
the end
in
of
our
the
midst who must
Hyzant
be
ending.
reminded of the royal family's primacy. I will not see the throne usurped again.
Okay, that's why they were significant. Yeah, it's gonna be exploration first. Oh, and thing, what's this? Twins Gate. What's this, pray tell? I think I've seen this.
Lord Svarog, you've been summoned to the capital with regard to the death snow. How long do you intend to defy the Archduke's orders?
I've no time for his trifling inquiries, now that Glenbrook has been wrested from our hold. I fear an assault on the duchy is imminent. We must fortify Twins Gate.
Such an order would be mine to give, not yours.
Right, because he's in charge.
Be gone! I was a fool to think you could protect the duchy's lands.
The Archduke shall render his judge...
Damn his judgment, and everything it has wrought! Leaving that fool Thalis in charge of Glenbrook brought this upon us.
Yeah. Completely correct.
I shall pass your words on to him, then.
See that you do, messenger boy. And let him know that if he wishes for me to follow his orders, he will speak the truth, and nothing but.
So basically saying that to Kaita, direct confession to confirm his suspicions. Because, you know, it's Wolford's word, but they could still be lying despite the great show of faith.
The insurrection is quelled, for now. Our physicians report that townsfolk and royalists alike suffered grave wounds in the fighting.
I take solace only in the fact that no lives were lost. You see the same thing as I, do you not, Serenoa? Patriot and his sympathizers seek to take back by force the power they fear they've lost.
They were some of the first to bend to Gustadov's will. I reckon that guilty conscience is why they're lashing out now.
The people are with them. Resentment against my family grows by the day. I pray I can bring them back into the fold. But the odds are against me.
You put it lightly, my king. The strength of Patriot and his ilk lie in their connections. Though it pains me to say it, you'll not rule the kingdom without their cooperation.
Yes, you can.
We must work to change their minds.
We can literally just...
Time lost is trust
Like,
lost.
as the king, he has the authority to make new lords.
We must seize Patriot and his conspirators at once. I shall banish them from the kingdom myself.
Because, like, surely people during the
I expect we'll have little
Esfrosti
trouble once we've made an
occupation
example of
showed
Patriot.
themselves to be competent people,
Stem the tide of this bloody
despite
river we find
Patriots,
ourselves in, eh?
royalists screwing them over.
Cordelia's state is an impediment to your plan. The royal physicians, under Patriot's command, tend to her now. They're like as not to take her hostage if you act rashly.
That is why we shall seize him in the streets, where he'll not have Cordelia to use as a shield.
And people will see the royal family will not submit to an aggrieved royalist. Yes, this may work.
Lend me your aid, Serenoa. I've not put my title as king, but rebuilding Glenbrook will take might.
I have every confidence in your abilities, my king. As does House Wolfort. We stand with you.
Thank you, dear friend.
That all? Yeah, okay, finally. Right, this is a chance to get some pieces of text and notes that I have not been able to get.
Pray spare us a crumb. I beg you.
Never! You deserve to starve after kissing the frosty boots that crushed our necks!
Says the man who bellowed "Long live the Duchy" every time he saw one of them walk past.
There were scores of us! You plan to report me and half the kingdom for that?
Christ.
This frosty rule is broken.
Glenbrook is full of little... Oh.
And so help me, I shall see it rebuilt under my rule.
Oh, very quickly. Then again, you know, you have to do what you need to survive, but... Damn! That is... Oh. That is so scummy. It was all bad under Espros's rule. It wasn't all bad, really. The Austrian gave us freedom. Some profited, some didn't. You'll no doubt hear a different story depending on who you talk to. Doubtlessly many dissatisfied with King Roland, but they don't understand the hardships of a king. He faked his own death, strike down his enemies, and reclaim the capital. I cannot even imagine how he feels now. Reuniting Glenbrook would be no easy feat. I can't go in? I can't go in. Can't go here either. Okay. I know for a fact there is a note here. Just need to find it. Oh, this is gonna be fun to fight in. King Roland and House Wolfort were the ones who took the kingdom back from those damned frosty curs. You know, those slimy rollers were the first ones cozying up to the king, slaying bastards, and now they're going around acting like they own the damn place. Have they no shame? Well, no. That's money. I'll take some money. God, this is such a nightmare to navigate. The people are tired and the whole kingdom is in turmoil because of the change in governance. The number of people resorting to crime is growing and we haven't enough hands to catch them all. There it is, number 13. That means I've completed the set. Those no good royalists act like they're doing us a favor when we all know they're holding all the relief supplies. This never would have happened under Frosty's watch. Nice. Seems there are people who thought that Frosty's rule preferable to Glenbrook's. If that's the case, then our efforts were for naught. My heart sinks when I think about how His Majesty must feel. Oh yeah, what do you say? Working in the Crown City right now is a struggle, to say the least. Those damn rollers are extorting money out of us merchants in the name of reconstructing the capital. Things were so much easier when Espros was in charge. Maybe it's time I took my business elsewhere. Honestly, if you're an enterprising person, you should honestly live in Azeroth. Now that Royalists have regained their former privileges, they're terrorizing the town. I know King Roland only just returned, but I cannot blame the people for having their misgivings. It disgusts me to see people enjoying Azeroth's rule like carefree fools. I think it's only fair for those like us who have sworn out undying loyalty to the crown to lead the people. Who are you? Oh, you're just some guy. Patriots and purchasers don't seem to be around at the moment, but we should take action once we do find. Was he like angry? But based on that shaking? I'll take that money. Where's this going? Why can I jump over there? That's a bit random. Is there anything down there? Doesn't look like it. Not seeing any shiny. The last battle was rough on us all. Even my little girl got hurt big time. I know Azeroth is the cause of all this, but still. Honestly, they took over the capital so quickly. Oh, there was something there. How the fuck? How do you... Okay. Yeah, they took the capital so quickly that the area basically remained intact. That's kind of impressive. Because look at the attack with the Hyzants. Place is a mess. There should be something here. I feel it. Is that it? Okay, let's start doing some dilemmas. Now that King Roland is on the throne, I was thinking of recruiting new members to the King's Guard. But it will take time for things to settle down after our latest battle, and finding reliable people to join our ranks won't be easy. To tell the truth, I'm a bit at a loss. You would need both brawn and brain to get the capital back on its feet. It sadly wouldn't hurt if they could handle multiple tasks either. It's time to do away with the king's antiquated practices. You should appoint those with skill, man or woman, regardless of their social status. Roland's safety comes first. Only those who can be completely trusted should be allowed near him. Honestly, this. Because, like, even if they're good, they might be so good that Roland can't defend himself. Indeed, there are no telling who may be lurking in the shadows, waiting to strike. It may sound tedious, but finding trustworthy guards may be the quickest way to fill your ranks. But there's no rush, especially if doing so means exposing King Roland to danger. Yeah, we don't want a Praetorian Guard going on here. My situation, okay, my search, yes. Then again, you can always recruit children. They're quite impressionable, you can make them loyal, right? King Roland. To be honest, I know the problems facing the kingdom are many, but I don't know what I should do about them. I cannot say for sure what my first priority as king should be. You must restore the Royal repute. You need to face both the nobles and people alike with unwavering resolve. You need to fund for you don't have any money. You're a penniless prince turned king. See, move on, my friend. Why not take a walk around town as you always have? May help clear your mind. Honestly, this one. Fair point, my friend. The people need a leader, and I must prove myself worthy of that position. I somehow doubt stopping patriotism alone will suffice. So, yeah, I'm guessing you're going to be starting here. And the Royalists will start over there. I've done a auxiliary map of this, which is much harder than anything the main story will throw me. Since the brilliance are less playable than I should regroup with Roland and the others now. Should be alright.
You misunderstand, surely. Why must I pay so much to simply reopen my stall?
We know that you did business with the Isfrosti army. They made you quite wealthy, as I understand it, and Glenbrook saw none of your ill-gotten gains.
Nonsense. We were free to do business as we pleased under the duchy's rule.
A bold statement. One that could be easily taken as criticism of the crown. It sounds to me as though you wish to incite an insurrection.
I would never. Please, I can pay. Just
God, this
let
guy
me
is
pay
such a
and be done with it.
Robespierre.
Of course you can pay. That is the duty of every subject in Glenbrook. But what of your words, which wound the royal family so?
A tithe, then, for our beloved and benevolent royal family. Pray deliver it to them, good sir.
I see you've learned your lesson. King Roland will be glad of it.
That shameless cur.
I can bear no more of this, your majesty.
Nor can I. Seize Patriot.
I'm guessing he escapes and makes it to Wolford. Because he shouldn't be here. He should be some random royalist. Okay. Well, I have no idea what to expect, so we're just going. I'm going to look very carefully at the composition of forces.
Ah, your majesty. Sent the Wolford dogs to sniff around.
Nay, I saw all of it with my own eyes. You shall be punished for invoking the royal family's name to line your own pockets.
And then who will help you rule your precious kingdom?
He's king. He can literally do whatever. Yeah, actually.
You're a fool if you think you can rule hand in hand with your vassals. You are being used, but are too blind to see it.
I would do no such thing.
Aye. Everything is of my own will, and mine alone.
Your will. You're as naive as I feared. Glenbrook cannot be ruled with the iron fist of the Esfrosti, nor the religious zeal of the Hyzantians. No, Glenbrook must be ruled with careful mediation between the royal family and its loyal subjects, and that is why you need us. King Regna and Prince Franny understood this so well, I assumed their aptitude to be hereditary.
You dare suggest I am not fit for the throne?
Suggest it? I know it to be true. Why else would I dirty my hands if not to make you face the truth? You have lost the ability to distinguish between friend and foe, and now House Wolford shall usurp the throne.
This gaslighting, oh my god.
Hold your tongue, or I shall have you charged with treason.
Surrender quietly, or be cut down where you stand.
If only you had known your place. But you just had to follow your full convictions. You have poisoned King Roland's mind long enough, and now you must die for it. So help me. I will open your eyes to the truth, my king.
Brother, I come to your aid.
Yes. I want to see what you do.
What are you doing here?
I overheard the healers talking amongst themselves. The people suffer at Patriot's hand. I cannot lie abed in the face of such cruelty.
Are you well enough to fight?
Don't think so.
Am I not a member of the royal family? I will fight for our people in any condition.
Okay, she is a healer.
It is obstinance that runs in the family.
She is a healer or a mage.
Clearly, you've outlived your usefulness.
Oh, hell yeah. She is a healer who refuses to boast a variety of powerful healing spells, which require sacrifice in return. Oh, shit. So we have 3 healers in this. Okay. Okay. Well, before I even do that, can I actually use her? Let me check. Yes, she is a unit. But before we even go into that, let's go to the encampment. Here we go. What does she need? Yeah, okay, crystal. Exotic flower. Let's go. I have tons of these, so let's use it. Oh, she's level 50, so I don't have to worry about leveling her up. That's good. And I have enough money to probably upgrade all of these. So 2 stone. Let's go buy 10 stone. Oh god, where'd she go? Where did she go? Not there, not there, not there. Oh my god. There she is. More bonk power or... What's this? Elude. By 1 or... Oh, regen. Oh, regen is like, sounds really good actually. Give her more bonking power. Give her more HP. Get that going. Because I feel like after this I'm going to require a few of those. God, okay, yeah, she's right there, okay. More bonk. Let's go use this one. One more turn of regen? Hell yeah. More HP, honestly. She doesn't require much, does she? 2 superior stone. Let's go with 7 superior stone. Okay, let's just buy 2 superior stone. Just to round her out. Not everything. Increases the range of command abilities by 1. Versus grants ally. Grants HP and ignoring the maximum limit. Oh! That sounds amazing. 10 of these. Okay. And there you go. She's fully equipped. Let's go upgrade her. I think we have enough to actually promote her class as well. Self-sacrifice. Decreases HP 50% of your max HP to recover an ally's 50 HP. Can I use this HP? Use this if your HP is below... Okay, cool. And it costs nothing. I can just do it. Awesome. Elude. Raises now. Helping hand. Grants a little HP to adjacent ally at the start of the turn. Nice. Healing regen. Grants all allies. Grants HP to all allies within range. When not moving in your turn. That's pretty good. So you can just stay exactly where she is. Grants HP to an ally. Yeah, nice heal. And she can cast regen. Good. This is good. I like this.
I feel I can do this.
That's actually kind of good. Okay. Okay, more than... Okay, you need... Here's what I'll do. You need a resurrection ring. And you need... What's the one that heals you per turn? Honestly, you don't need it. You have a resurrection ring. Yeah, because she has an active move where she hurts herself. So, she will need that. I would like another Bangle of Vitality, actually, a third one. Because I need one for the next character to get. But we're basically there. Everyone's improved. Just checking my stuff. Yeah. I think it lines up. That's the best I can do for now. Now we're going back to the battle. I feel like I should roll with what I have here, but just check something. No Frederica. Would be good to have you. There's no sneaking going on. Travis. And then I'll have the 3 of the royal family. I'm looking for... Bruh, Okay, there we go. You need the resurrection ring, because you're actually very important. Honestly, she doesn't need the resurrection ring. No, honestly, she's mostly exposed. Yeah, she will need it because she doesn't have a heal. But if she has some kind of natural healing ability, then I won't need the resurrection ring. So yeah, I do need another bracelet of vitality. Alright, I still have to do. What I'll do is take on the... Actually, what's the conditions to win? Defeat Patriot. Okay. Alright, let's go. We'll just force our way forward. Can probably take those ones to the back,
Dare
but
attempt such
not too
treachery
worried.
When we've only just reclaimed what is rightfully ours?
You've reclaimed nothing. Glenbrook lost its king, then suffered the Esfrosti invasion.
Yes, correct.
We barely had time to catch our breaths before a new king was crowned. Those who bent the knee to Esfrost have thrived. Those who resisted are dead or dying. The nobles and commoners have never been further apart. Do you think this land will unite under you?
You're damned right it will. I'll restore this kingdom to its rightful glory.
You'll pay for this! Must I do everything myself?
Magic up.
Now what to do?
She doesn't have a resurrection ring, so this is gonna be rough.
You won't know up from down.
%.
Behave.
On my honor as the Dawn Spear. Look carefully. Your defenses crumble.
Shall I?
Yeah, I thought I could reach one. Nope, can't hit.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, hide behind here.
My time to shine.
You'll get your turn next turn. So I'll need you to act twice to finish someone off.
I will go through if I must.
Fine by me. Are you gonna do something?
Once more.
Come on, move! Holy crap!
Defeat is not an option.
Kill this one in the front. Move your ass. Gonna charge.
Here I come. Ready to see a spell?
Oh, he uses a bow.
If I fall, so too does the kingdom. I must not fall.
You're fine, you got a resurrection
Time
ring.
to take action.
We can do this.
Won't let you down.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Stay where you are.
You are too slow. You're too slow.
Allow me to aid you, dear brother.
My sister, your skills in healing are a boon to all.
And so the royal family stands united. Patriot, you will answer for your misdeeds.
Why do you sound like a voice cracked teenager?
Stay with us.
You'll pay for this. Don't you underestimate me.
Oh, you have Edge Arrow. That's cute. Well, step into you. Get rid of this mage.
Choices.
Get rid of this guy.
Now me.
Okay, get rid of the healer.
Forward.
Should be enough. Not quite enough. The healer needs to go. Hey, get rid of those mages. Who cares? Oh, I care now. Suddenly I care.
On my honor as the Dawn Spear.
Honestly, magic can heal with him.
You can't save yourself.
You're making a grave miscalculation. Under what pretense do you lay the blame at my feet? You'll not find a greater royalist in these lands. Tell them, Cordelia. You know what I did.
Indeed. I sought your counsel while under Gustadolf's rule. But those who would sow discord between the people and the royal family must be destroyed.
Didn't expect that, did you?
We mustn't lose heart.
Yeah, you need to run. Well, you don't have your miraculous ability to heal, so you've got to okay. Yeah.
Fear not, for I am by your side.
I feel like you're going to be key to this. As much as I'd like the resources, they don't give me enough. No intimidation. Oh, god damn it.
Come on. Time for some sorcery.
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, go for it.
Fire.
Whittle down the numbers.
No.
What to do now? My last strike's true. Yes.
My turn now.
So normal heal costs that much.
May this be enough.
It was close.
Now then.
Oh, that's about the same damage.
Leave it to me.
You have earned your reputation well, Wolfort. Here I thought I was prepared.
I believe he has suffered enough. Might we show him a measure of mercy?
No.
Now is no time for mercy. The royal family must rally together. We must expunge all who would tear us apart.
You're quite formidable. I shall show you how it's done. I'm a fool.
Adorable.
Choices, choices.
Well, get him in the back.
Like a butterfly. That must have hurt. Make way.
That's a good way to kill one of them, yeah.
I don't play around. That must have hurt.
Well, GG.
You're done for.
It will take more than my head on a pike to unite the people. They are driven by more than vengeance. You have sealed your family's fate.
I swore to restore Glenbrook, and I shall see it done no matter the cost. I thank you for your service, Patriot.
What do you give me? Plenty of money. That's definitely enough to help along the girlie. Cordelia, that's her name. Sorry guys, it's like 4 AM.
You are a true hero,
I'm not thinking
Cordelia.
straight.
We would be lost without you.
Not really, I would have been fine.
I did what needed to be done.
But you know, another healer's always good.
My fair people, Patriot's tyranny ends here. Know that he suffered a punishment befitting his crimes. Now we can restore our home in peace. Pray, good sir, why do you quake with fear? No harm can befall you now.
Thank you, my king. I shall pay what tax I owe in due course. You have my word. Please, have mercy.
Whatever do you...
Welcome home, King Roland. Gaze upon what your flight from the kingdom hath wrought.
Silence! Esfrost's aggression is the cause of this.
Or so you'd like us to believe. Did you see how ruthlessly he cut down his trusted advisor, Patriot?
King Roland is a fearsome tyrant indeed.
Esfrost was never so cruel.
Yeah, this is
promise
bullshit.
They will understand in time.
Yeah, no, that's
I pray
bullshit.
you're right.
Most people, like, it's very clear that most of the city knows that the royalists and nobles are all embezzling food.
Is that not the girl whose parents were attacked by Patriot's men?
A
Attacked and gravely wounded, yes. I fear there's naught I could say that would make amends for what happened. How fare your parents?
They're dead. Like with what? Like with what medicine? Oh, hey. Oh, she's got some knife skills. Hire her as a spy.
What do you think you're doing?
Why? Why would you do that?
What in the...
Hold! I beg your forgiveness. She's not been herself ever since our parents passed.
But there were no casualties.
Not officially. The physicians refused to admit them. They tended to the wounds of the Royal Guard and Princess Cordelia first. We couldn't staunch the bleeding on our own.
No!
I had no idea.
Liar! You told them to do it, didn't you? You killed our parents!
I didn't. I would never order such a thing.
This is all your fault! You should never have come back!
I mean, adopt the kids.
Tell me why! Tell me why my mother and father had to die!
I don't know what to... They...
Please forgive us. We won't speak ill of the royal family ever again. We'll do as we're told. Heavens forbid, should we commit a crime, I shall bear the punishment. Just promise to leave my dear sister alone.
This isn't your fault.
She's right. You brought none of this upon yourselves. I bid you lay the blame at my feet.
Well, let's be perfectly honest here. Roland is kind of a shit king. He could have handled that much better, but he wears his heart on his sleeve. He shows his guilty conscience, even though that none of this was actually his fault. Yes, like an important part of leadership is objectivity.
Pray let me remain Roland to you if no one else. The crown rests heavy upon my brow.
Of course. Then let us speak as equals. As friends.
That is all I ask. Vengeance blinded me, Serenoa. I was willing to do whatever it took to settle the score and save my sister. I thought defeating Esfrost would be enough. That I could restore both my kingdom and people to their former glory.
Not happening.
And you have. True to your word.
But at what cost? Those children are orphans now. Who knows how many others have suffered the same fate?
I mean, you could.
How many innocent lives?
Like
he
could actually find an
How
orphanage.
many people will I fail to protect?
This is not your burden to bear alone. I was there beside you, and yet the outcome was the same.
Like, you could take them on as a
Bear
war.
it I must. Else I will be doomed to repeat it. Where you offer comfort, I see only excuses. Yet I remain every inch the fool. For my hatred of Esfrost grows with each passing second. It is those dogs who must answer for this. Our people would still be whole if not for the misbegotten war they started.
And you have lost your family too. I cannot deny you the rage you feel.
You are always kind to me. In my heart of hearts, I know Glenbrook cannot truly be fixed. Perhaps it was broken from the start.
Yeah, it was broken from the start.
We must rebuild our nation from the ground up if we are to set things right.
Okay, now we're working with
How do you
something.
We need something the people can rally around. Like the Hyzantians and their goddess.
Oh god.
And we have you, King Roland.
Yes, I thought so too. But I alone, nay, not even the royal line can...
Forgive me, Your Highness, but Frederica and Benedict have returned.
I think it would be wise to
Honestly,
finish this
his issue isn't
conversation with
really
the
that
others.
much worse than Wolford Domain
You're
or
the
the
same.
Rosellan Village.
Thank you for allowing me to speak my mind.
This is honestly just him being a little
You
bitch.
needn't thank me. Rather, are you sure you're...
All is well. Trust me. So long as you are by my side.
Okay, and with that, I will go finish the game again, and then we'll start the golden route. I think I will do a completely different playlist for this, and contemplating a few little changes. But I think I might just play it normally, but I'll play in a manner that's quote unquote the most optimal for doing the golden route, like getting the most interesting dialogue and stuff, recruiting, deploying the most interesting units to get the most telling dialogues. Purely from intuition, though, not reading a guide or anything. But hey, it'll be a while, but I'll see you next time. Goodbye.